Welcome back for another video. It's Eharbad, it's Raid Shadow Legends. Well, I mean, you're used to that, come on. First things first, Prism Crystal, where's the free one? Here we go. Claim that free gift, get those 30 fragments. However, do not summon it today. There's absolutely no reason to do it today when we have CVC tomorrow. I'm going to hold off summoning because whatever we get, there'll be CVC points. I'll very quickly just say, I do think this is a horrendous way of providing us with an opportunity to get this. It's clearly just pay to win. They just want people to buy Prism Shards. It's trash, but whatever. It is what it is. I'm not going to dwell on it any longer, at least in this video. But yeah, that's, the long story short. I think it's a trash move for the game, but it makes sense given, it is in profit mode. It's the year of money. Right, now what I wanted to talk about in this particular video is Curse City. So I've been digging deeper into Curse City. I've still got one more key today, and I'll probably try and clear this one, stage 14. I got to the third wave twice already. I think I just need to tweak the gearing slightly, and I think this composition will get through it. I haven't booked Ray, which means this is on a horrendous cooldown, and obviously only 50% instead of 70%. Definitely would be better if Ray was booked, but yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, what I really wanted to touch on first and foremost is stage 8. This was really tricky. In fact, I think stage 6 was also pretty brutal just because you need quite a lot of damage. I didn't really necessarily need the second Duchess, but I didn't really have anything better. I'm considering in future to actually build a Marquise to get enough damage. I had DPS build on Helikath and Kyoku, and then I ended up using Gamuran just in the, you can see it's 5-star 50 with not even ascended. But simply put, it just meant that I had a chance of stealing buffs, a chance of getting block active skills as well. That was just a way of helping a bit. I did try with Abyssal getting this AoE block buffs, but a level 50 rare was struggling a little bit to be relevant. It's the second wave on this. They're just extremely tanky. They're really tanky. Yeah, and there's kind of a lack of decreased defense options. I think even on the small decreased defense, there's really nothing you can see. At least I don't have anything, so it might be something else. But stage 8, this is really where it's at. I was 10th overall when I beat it, but I think I've now dropped down. Yeah, I'm 25th overall. But I don't have an AL score, and there's a couple of people who don't have AL score, as you can see, but a lot of people do have AL score who beat it in fewer turns. But yeah, what to say really? This is quite an interesting one. Triple Sentinel. The approach I went, my Jamas is not level 60, so that wasn't really an option. I literally went with the 460s I had, and then I 6-starred Spider during this champion training. I actually used a barrel to get Spider to 6-star because I don't have any masteries and I wasn't going to farm Minotaur. And to be honest, I do have masteries on Sentinel. Haven't finished them on Baroth. This is from a long time ago. Rian I did for PvP, but then never really actually used Rian that much, but do have Eagle Eye. And then Mordecai also not really done. So for those who haven't tackled this stage, let me just jump in and show you what we're dealing with. On the first wave, we've got 2 kind of big damage dealers in Ray. He will also strip buffs and just generally freeze us, be annoying. You also have a block revive coming from this the Spirit Affinity Queen Eva. And then in the second wave, we have a Mortu Macabre, again, Spirit Affinity, block revive champion. And it's really those two are the biggest problems if you get block revived, personally. So the way I go, I've got Spider here in shield, I've got Mordecai in shield, and I've got Rian in bolster. So that's why I'm getting quite a large amount of shielding overall. I've got triple shield set. Then I've got a Savage Sentinel and a Lethal Baroth. So I open up with Spider doing the drop defense weaken. I increase my attack. I then AoE, and I get good amount of damage across the board with the increase attack helping Sentinel and the decrease defense weaken. And then I'm just going to take down Lydia, basically. And then it's kind of about I survive, hopefully. Well, I should, because I have all of that shielding. It's a huge amount of shielding overall. Sorry. And then my main secondary target is to get rid of the Eva, because I don't want to get block revived. And then at this point, we should now be in a point where we can kind of take control. We kind of need to cycle back. I might have actually killed these too quickly, which is a problem in itself. I then do tend to get decrease attack. I try and get the decrease attack on Sakia. Sakia is my first point of contention. I don't want to get decreased defense on myself. That's why I went for Lydia in the first round. And the second round, I try and take down Sakia first, and then if I can, Mortu. Because basically, if Mortu block revives someone, you're wrecked, basically. So you kind of have to do it first and foremost. Because yeah, if it goes wrong, then you know you need to restart. And that's pretty much the approach I took. It is still kind of RNG, but at least, and I could have kept the strip for the second round, actually, to be honest. Let's just get that. Let's do that. And we will revive the Sentinel. Wasn't that smooth. We now need to try and take down this Mortu. And try and get that decrease attack on. Drop the TM. And then I actually will just go, oh, yeah, I did get the kill. I might lose another champion here, but should be able to revive. Try and take down the Drexars, because they're the ones that are going to get HP burn on me. And try and leave the Tyrant alive as long as possible. I do need to get Spider back. That is kind of pretty RNG. The idea really, if you have a clean run, is that you don't need to revive anyone, because as soon as you need to revive people, it becomes kind of problematic. You really lose your what do you call it? Your turn cycle, your skill order. Because I don't think Spider has the A3. No, he doesn't. And that's basically a bit of a rip. Because he was dead, we're now in a really bad position. I have to kill this Bellinor or control him. So I'm going to go for the A1 initially. I'm going to hold off for the strip, because I need to strip after. See if we can get the kill. We didn't. See, now we're in a really, really sketchy position. So we basically need to get some kills right now. So let's get the strip and the weaken. Let's try and get good hits across the board. If we can get one more kill, then we're probably kind of okay. Ally attack causing us problems. It's really just a question of who should we take down? I think maybe let's go there. At least we can get the drop defense weaken. I don't know if we're going to manage it. Let me try and get Sentinel back. Try and get the decrease attack. That will also, Spider also does really good work there. Right. Let's go A1 there. Get the HP burnout again. We've lost Rianne. Okay, well now we're kind of doomed. But you can see how it can work. It's a shame. Never mind. Anyway, that was basically the way I did it. Almost managed it again just then for you guys to see. In terms of the gearing, lethal on Baroth, 86k HP, 200 speed, 100% crit rate, 250% crit damage. Actually, let's take this a slightly different way. Rianne, I went bolster with enough resistance. I didn't want Rianne to be crowd controlled or take any of the debuffs. Probably could have sacrificed this resistance. I wasn't taking that much in terms of debuffs. I was generally avoiding the champions who would put drop defense. I was taking them out first. But I think it's worth it. She is your reviver here. I think it's sensible to do it. As I've shown you before, I've got Eagle Eye here. I probably should have defensive masteries. Rejuvenation would help with the bolster, as would Resurgent if we ever do get anything, but particularly things like Delay Death help as well. Tough Skin and Defiant both good. I could have gone either as tier 1. So what I ended up doing in the optimizer is I was looking for at least 200 speed, 430 resistance, enough accuracy with the aura to be placing all my debuffs, which I think you need about 330 or 335 for this stage. So I think 285 plus the aura was enough, if I remember correctly. Aura's 40, so it must be 325 you need. I had 285 in my mind. The next two builds are the two shield sets. I gave an immortal set, and I actually put Spider and triple refresh, trying to get this horrendous 5-turn cooldown down to something usable. Would really like to have put him in reflex. If you do have, if you can do 4-piece merciless, 4-piece shield, that would work really well. If you've got a lot of bolster, that's going to be good too. I went quite quick at 244. I think he's my fastest champion. I want to get that decreased defense weaken out first of all, and then enough accuracy with the aura. Beyond that, I just went high HP to get a good shield. Then similar on Mordecai, shield immortal, try and make these champions stay alive. Maximizing the effective HP, probably could have done a bit more HP, a bit less defense, and enough accuracy with the aura. And then second fastest team get the increase attack out. And then the two damage dealers. So we have Sentinel, who's in Savage. I went 40k HP, 2.5k defense, 200, I think, and 205 or something was my minimum. Enough accuracy, so 285 plus aura, and then it was solve for damage. Basically, if you do provoke with Sentinel, you do need some effective HP, and he's one of the best ways of dealing with Mortu, even though he's wrong affinity, simply because if you crit, you have an 85% chance of placing a provoke, obviously weak hit dependent. And he scales off attack, so with the increased attack, you can actually do decent damage, as you saw. AoE on a 3-turn cooldown, and then a really useful A1. So he's a really good champion. He also gives himself a bit of a heal as well, and it can be critical. I went Phantom Touch for a bit of extra damage, and obviously, really, the stats are nice too. To be honest, anything even up to 6-star would be great on Sentinel. Definitely a champion with Cursed Cities who's come back to the fore. I always really liked him in Secret Rooms and as a budget provoker for Magma Dragon, but obviously now he's got more use cases since Cursed City, so I might put him in my wish list, try and get slightly higher Ascendancy, or Awakening rather. And then Baroth the Blood-Soaked. You can see I haven't actually finished leveling up the gear. I've maxed out this artifact enhancement. I'm trying to conserve silver as much as possible. Managed to get it done without. He's my slowest champion. He's the one that's taking down those champions after Sentinels softened them up. 200 speed, and I just went, no accuracy. I don't need his debuffs. Just give me as much damage as possible. In terms of masteries, I would go down and get Helm Smasher with Curse City and the high defense levels. I just think it's generally the best thing to get. As for a secondary tree, I mean, you could go support, you could go defense. I haven't really decided yet. And I actually finally, I'm now picking blessings everywhere just because I want to get the bonus stats. So yeah, I didn't pick it yet for Mordecai. I'm not 100% sure what I'd go for on him. I'm kind of tempted by Emergency Heal, to be honest. I quite like it. You know, just give him a Blood Shield ring like this and an Emergency Heal. The only issue is at 2-star, it's not really worth that much. But then none of the other ones really are worth that much either at 2-star. Potentially, I could just do Cruelty just to help the team, but the A3 doesn't hit. The A2 does, but it's not great. And obviously the A1 he's really all about the A3. So the fact that he's not opening using something that would decrease the defense, and generally we're not having like super long fights with him, I'm not sure I'll get that much value out of it. So I haven't really thought what's worth getting. Anyway, the next one I wanted to talk about briefly, although maybe I should do it in another video. I'll talk about it in a separate video, maybe tomorrow, and that was Fire Knight, which I beat using this team here. We got a cleanse and shields to help us survive, decrease speed, heal reduction, and quad hits from the Cold Heart, increase speed, and decrease defense on the boss from Lydia. And that team did get it done. I'll talk through it, like I said, in another video. I really wanted to show Stage 8 because that's the one thing that's going to cause a lot of people problems. It is a pivotal stage. If you don't beat Stage 8, you can't get onto this big island. And then obviously we got Sand Devil. There's another pivotal stage, which I use this team. Again, if you want me to go through it, I can do a video on that one as well. Just let me know in the comments what you guys want to see in this rotation of Soulcross. I'm going to crack on with this. Now that I've shown you guys that Stage 8, I can actually go and give some of that bolster shield gear to some of these champions. I'm going Ray on Reflex at the moment because of this 7-turn cooldown. Reflex is going to help me get it down lower. I'm thinking Duck the Pierced would be good in that bolster set. Definitely. And I'm going to try and keep the stun on Growhack and the stun on Executioner. But I think Duck the Pierced in a bolster would help me get it done using a little bit of the old Provoke here, plus the bolster shielding the rest of my team. I think's the way I want to go. Right, thanks for watching. Please do like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.